Hey everybody, it's Party Elite. Welcome back to the Warhammer 40K Rogue Trader Beta, where we've been checking out the opening acts of this upcoming cRPG that I am so very excited for. Folks, I've been having such a blast, and between that and the comments I've seen in the last handful of episodes' comment sections, I'm really tempted to stretch this mini-series out just a little bit further. You know, maybe 2-3 more episodes, maybe 5 more, a total of 10 episodes at most. I wouldn't want to go beyond that. I'm kind of torn though. On the one hand, I'm enjoying this game so much, even in its beta form, that I just want to keep playing. But on the other hand, I don't want to spoil too much. I want to save some stuff for the final build of the game, so that when we're doing that big run start to finish, I don't feel like I'm treading familiar ground. I don't want to go, oh, I've done this before, it's not as compelling or interesting, or it's not as surprising. You know, it might be fun to play through again, but the surprises, the twists and turns, those wouldn't feel fresh, right? So that's my hesitation. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, because I'm still mulling over it, but even if I were to continue this mini-series beyond this 5th episode here today, chances are I wouldn't be able to pick it back up until early next month. And that's because the next couple of weeks are extremely busy in terms of Steam Next Fest. We've got all the summer game stuff. There's so much going on that I'll want to try and stay on top of, as well as a mini vacation I'm planning. More on that on Twitter and in the Discord later. But that stuff's going to distract me for a little bit, so we'll pick it back up in early July if we decide to pick it back up. I'll take a look at the comments. Ultimately, I'll be the final arbiter, I suppose, depending on how things are going otherwise. But I'm so tempted to just play more because it's just so much fun. With that said though, folks, and with a mention of my Twitter and Discord, heads up, I do still have a bunch of keys to give away, but I'm changing up the format based on your feedback from the last handful of episodes. Follow me on Twitter, join the Discord. Links to both of those are in the description down below. Those are the two platforms where I'll be explaining how exactly the rest of the giveaway is going to play out, and those are the platforms where I'm most likely to actually host the rest of the giveaway as well. With that said though, let's get this party started, right? We are here awaiting, most likely, an ambush. I'd be surprised if there isn't an ambush waiting for us, but I imagine we're going to get ambushed from both sides, because our conversation with Yvain here was a little suspicious in how it ended. I don't fully trust this guy. I also don't like the fact that he's willing to give this heretic, you know, this much leeway. It's one thing if, you know, they read a book that they weren't supposed to, but leading an entire insurrection, I don't know. That's where I start to get a little concerned. I feel like you can't really give forgiveness there, especially when there's cold, hard evidence like what we're about to see here and what we've already been seeing here. Anyway, we'll see how it plays out. Let's head over to the barracks once more. Is that where we're going? I guess that's where we're going. Ah, no, to the open pit. That's what I'd assumed. Where did we come out from, though? Because we came out from over here. Hang on a second. What is behind this door? Oh, you know what? This is the locked door that we couldn't get through previously? Is that right? Hang on a second. What's going on over here? Yeah, that's a pile of bodies. Yeah, I guess so. Oh, right. Okay, I see. I opted to come out from here. We did manage to unlock it or whatever. Right, okay, fine. Okay, I've oriented myself. We can move now to the open pit. Threw myself off there for a second. I was like, why would I go back into the barracks? Ooh, hello. What is going on over here? I do not like that glowing... Oh, wow. Completely missed this. Holy crap. Yeah, there's some strange experimentation going on over here. We can go through that door there. There's an awoken prisoner down here. A bunch of prisoners otherwise as well. Can't engage in combat. They're not highlighted in red, so it's not like I can pop a shot and trigger the fighting. Instead, what's going to happen is... they're going to probably spot us and trigger a cutscene or something like that. This water doesn't look all that clean either. Okay. Lots going on over here. Just surveying the battlefield. I'm pretty sure that's what it's going to end up being. But let's take a look at these goods and stuff first. Pop this door open, please. I don't think this will be a good spot to fight from because there's no line of sight. Even up over there. Ooh, we might be able to sneak up this way. Might be some line of sight up over there and maybe even a path to go down. I almost wonder if I want to split the party up a little bit. You know what? Let's try it. Let's send the rogue trader himself up to here. Let's get our lovely... actually, you know what? Idira and Argenta, you two should come over here. Fighting from... God damn it. I knew I stepped just a little too far forward. The moment I clicked, and this is why I always do things individually, not as groups, just an inch too far forward and they saw us. It's fine. I'll take my knocks. Mistakes happen. It's a failed roll, we could call it, right? And here's the Warden. Everything in the appearance of the man walking toward you, his every gesture and his very demeanor, speaks of his noble birth. This creates a stark contrast with his hair, a matted knot that clearly has not seen a brush in weeks, and his crumpled and filthy clothing. His face is pale, and his eyes burn feverishly. Who are you? I was expecting my friend Yvain, not an intrusion. Then your wait is over, Anne. Yvain takes a step forward. However, I do not come alone. I am accompanied by the Honorable Lord von Valancius. The man shoots you a piercing glare. I should have guessed it would be you. What do you want, enemy of Aurora? As the warden is speaking, a strange sensation draws your attention toward the ground. Specifically, an open pit in the loose dirt. A single word spontaneously surfaces in your mind. Cradle. The pit itself does not appear to be of much interest, but at some point, it housed something of great importance, something faintly familiar to you. Interesting. How do you know who I am? What madness have you wrought in this prison? Why did you mutilate these people? Boy, there's a question. Who is Aurora? Yeah, that's what's on my mind. And I'm here to quell a riot by means far from diplomatic. No, I said I would give Yvain an opportunity. As much as I don't like it, it's a promise I made, and I'm a man of my word. But who is Aurora? Again, if it turns out that he's far more heretical in an unredeemable way, because I don't think you can get much more heretical than this, but if he's unredeemable, then we gotta pull the trigger ultimately, right? Who is Aurora? Oh, so you've managed to barge in here and interfere with the prophetess's designs without even knowing who she is? But it is too late now. You will never attain sight. All you can do is accept your fate. He suddenly stirs like a predatory beast. I do not like it when people take the prophetess Aurora's name in vain. I desire your death, enemy of the truth. Wait! The warden raises his hand, and the maimed people start thrashing about in their death throes. The time for words has passed. Optimates, give your power to this harbinger of Aurora. Let our foes see the truth, or become awash in blood. Okay, I did not expect that to go so quickly to hell, but that's what happens when you're dealing with heretics, I suppose. Jesus. Alright, it's just the warden with 42 HP, and a couple of his awoken prisoners, and a guard. Is that right? Okay, this shouldn't be too much trouble, though the unholy lens also has a health bar, and if I recall correctly, there's two of them. And another awoken prisoner or two back over here. Second guard as well. And another lens. Okay, fair enough. And who knows what's waiting for us up here. Man, yeah, what happened was Argenta stepped just a little too far forward, got seen, and triggered this cutscene. It's fine. It's not the end of the world. We're positioned all right. We can also reposition a bit if we want to, but certainly not what I'd anticipated. Idira, where to put you? And what's this going on? Perplexed. This creature suffers a negative 10 penalty to ballistic skill, weapon skill, intelligence, and perception. The effect will be removed by the end of combat. To remove the permanent effect, this creature must rest at the void ship for at least 24 hours. Well, there's no time for that right now. Let's get Idira, I'm thinking, up over here, or over here even. Able to creep over this way, take some cover, and pop some shots from up there, maybe? I could also just place Idira, like, right up over here, but that really exposes her to the warden. Looks like he's armed with a melee. Yeah, he's got sword and pistol, so let's keep our distance from him. Idira can stay up there. Argenta, I'm fine keeping you up here, a little exposed to potential pistol fire, but far enough away that she might be able to stay away from melee, stick her head out, and pop a burst fire up over there, so Argenta's fine. Bahardor is going to make his way up over here, with Abelard making his way up over here. So we should be able to move and charge, hopefully, depending on how the AI makes their moves. Wondering. Yeah, I don't want to position them over here, because moving from here, they probably can't get to a clear spot to charge from. So we got to push down this way. Bit of a small split. Let's see how it plays out for us. Oh, Warden's going to shoot. All right. We're in cover, able to dodge. Fair enough. Argenta's up first. Not ideal, actually, because our burst fire from here is not able to hit these guys up there. Only really able to hit the Warden. Oh, I guess I could maybe reach back here. 6, 28, and 25% hit chances. Not amazing, not amazing. If I creep up to here, and I burst. 40, 28. Okay. All right. Need a better angle, though. What if I'm back here and I burst from there? Still at most going to get 2 of them. Back over here. 6, 10, and 25. I mean, geez, we'll probably miss them all. But we're going to start with shot on the run, of course. Of course. Yeah. So, shot on the run. Rush up. To about here. I could get further along. I don't know if it's worth it. Just want to check the burst from here is the right spot. Yes, it is. Hits all 3 of them. Alright, cool. That's not what we're going to do, though. We're going to do a single shot onto the Warden, just to soften him up a little bit. Let's go. Nice. Now, he won't go until the top of the next turn, so... Arguably, I shouldn't focus on him, but he's also got the most HP, right? Everybody else should be pretty easy to take care of. Go ahead and burst up this way. 25, 6, and 10. Yeah, sure, why not? Go for it. Ho, 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 ho. You know what? I'll take it. That was much better than I was expecting. Murdered this guy. Bit of damage over here as well. Much better than I was expecting. Argenta, that's your turn done. I could potentially dash back. I don't think that's necessary. So, sure. That's you done, Argenta. Up top over here, what do we got? Sniper? It's gonna hurt, isn't it? Oh, that's not so bad. That's not so bad. It's a las gun. It's not a sniper. We have some allies as well. Winter Scale Enforcers. Oh, well, okay. I was gonna say hopefully they'll hit, but I kind of knew they were gonna be crap. We're okay, we're okay. So Abelard can creep up to here and get a charge in, hopefully. Yes, indeed. Means Bahador might not be able to. We might not have an angle with both of our characters, but even here, I can't charge because our path looks blocked. Why is this happening, man? This is really frustrating. Because it's such an effective thing to do. Go in, charge, and then follow up with a melee attack. But if we can't do it... Ah, it sucks. Alright, what about up over here? What if we eliminate somebody else first? If I rush up to here... It won't even let me... Dude, what... What is the point, even? Alright, okay, I gotta rethink my strategy then, because my original plan is not going to work. Can I charge? Nothing of value from here. I don't know if this is intentional. That's the thing. Moves in a straight line, strikes the target that interrupts the fighter's path with a melee attack. Attack does not count towards the limit. There must be at least 2 free cells. All that's happening. There's something else is going on over here. Alright, it's very frustrating something else, I gotta say. What if I move you up to here? Can I charge down from there? Nope, can't even do that. God damn it. Okay. Okay, it's fine. No use talking about it. Let's go ahead and make some moves. Let's push up to here so we're in cover, I guess. And burst up here. Sure. Go for it. I'll take it. Got a kill. Over penetration hurt this guy. Got a second kill. I'll take it. We can still charge. Not in the right direction, though. So stay put and endure. Next up, we have Idira. You're going to do what, Idira? You're going to... How far can we reach here? Not far enough. I wonder if I need to get rid of these unholy lenses. Do they have turns? They don't. So I don't think they'll actually do anything. Fair enough. I could creep up to cover over here. Just get a little bit closer. We cannot hit these guys with our lightning, unfortunately, but I can't hit the Warden either, really. Even from over here. One step closer, perhaps? Don't understand. Are lacking range there. Okay, fair enough. That kind of sucks. But we'll keep moving forward, get closer and closer, and then try and get some hits in. In the meantime, let's check out Psychic Shriek, perhaps? Okay, we can do that at least. Ooh, I could kill this guy. Alright, let's try and eliminate somebody here. Where's this guard up there? Can't reach him. Who goes next? This guy? He's close to dead. This guy is most likely to die because, again, we have that buff against people who have all their wounds, right? So let's go for that. Sure. Yo! That was amazing. Dude got split in half by his scream. Love it. Alright, let's go ahead and study enemies in this general area, I suppose. Sure. See if we can't get a couple of stacks. No, of course not. That's fine. Idira, that's your turn. Next up, these guards are going to pop some shots, I guess, at Idira. Gonna miss. Fair enough. 4 shots, 4 misses. Buddy over here. Gonna fire at Abelard, it looks like. No luck for him either. Bardor. Finally your turn. Can you charge in the right direction? Let's see. No. Same issue here. That's fine. That's fine. Let's go ahead and move you where? These guys are all dead. Sure. You know what? Let's go ahead and creep up to here and fire burst from point blank range. 18% hit chance. It's not great. Let's creep up to here instead then. What's our hit chance? Pretty much the same. 17 versus 18. This here, let's give them hell. The next commissar's single shot or single target melee attack applies such and such changes. You know what? Nah, screw it. Let's go in with the pistol burst. Bit of a chance of hitting Argenta unless we twist a bit, so let's do that and fire away. Gives us the 18%. Nice. Oh, not nice. I should have eliminated these things. What do we got coming through? What is that? Should have known there was something. Oh. Oh, no. He's come back with full HP. Well, you know what? I'm glad I discovered that sooner rather than later. Now, he's not full HP. He was at 47 previously, if I recall correctly. He's at 30 now. So he has taken some damage, but he's got demonic armor as well. A minus 20 toughness penalty and gains plus 50% armor against all damage except warp. Okay, fair enough. So Idira might have to shine there. Okay, okay. That's good. I'm glad we saw that happen. Now I know I gotta get rid of these portals. These unholy lenses. Your turn is done, Bardor. Let's see what this awoken prisoner does. It's creeping up this way. Not gonna be able to close the gap. He's still armed the same way as before. Hitting cover. Good stuff. Argenta. Can I, if I creep up to here, can I burst and hit? No, I can't. Let's say I come up to here instead, just to see. Yeah, I can. Okay. Probably worth it, right? Let's use shot on the run, see how far it gets us. Maybe we can get some cover somewhere. Like maybe I pull back to here, burst up over here, 0% hit chance up there. 0, really. Oh, because this guy's here, that's why. Which isn't too bad either. No, it's not hitting him. That's stupid. Let's creep up to here. Sure, at least it'll hit both of these guys. Sure, sure. Let's do that then. First though, single shot. Let's hit the unholy lens. Soften it up a little bit. The burst will probably get rid of these guys, or we'll get rid of this guy, I should say. And now we burst. Hope for the best. Fire away. Come on. Really? No luck. Okay. That's Argenta done. In comes this guy with his las gun. Cool little slide down animation there. Popping shots. We're okay. Ooh. Ooh. That actually hurt more than I expected. This is what I like about this system. It's like the enemy might miss. More often than not, they will. But when they hit, especially when you have low HP, you're in trouble. Argenta's in trouble. I'm almost tempted to go in with a medikit over here. 11 HP. Alright. Can I do this here? If I creep up to there, can I go charging? I still can't charge in these directions. Alright, fair enough. Okay, let's move up to here and burst up this way. Sure, go for it. Might eat some shots, but we'll pop Endure, and we'll hopefully dive into melee shortly after. That was useless. We didn't hit anything. Oh, now we can charge, though. So that's nice. Might as well charge up there. Let's go. Dude, what? Okay, whatever. Idira, you're up. Creep up to here. Try and hit something. Decent damage there. Could finish this guy off. Let's try our Psychic Shriek instead. Decent damage. Sure, let's pop it up there. Come on. Good hit. Extra damage. And I believe we could study some enemies once more. Or pop it up like that. Give me something here. A little bit. Sure, I'll take it. And your turn there. See what these guys get up to. And again, there are more of these unholy lenses that we should probably think about, right? Not just the one that I'm trying to focus down here. Ooh, Argenta. Okay. We gotta heal Argenta. Might not be able to, actually. Alright, who goes next? This awoken prisoner. You're melee only, though, so you're too far away for anything. And then we've got the warden. Alright, this isn't great. This is not great. Alright, if I pull up to here, and if I burst, more likely to hit Abelard than anybody else. And I can't seem to hit these guys. Fair enough, that's wonderful. If I come up to here, burst up this way. Again, just to soften this guy up a little bit, distract him maybe. Because I can't get into melee range. If I go with a single shot, I could mark him, so he won't be killed anytime too soon. Targeted ally. All allies gain an additional 1 AP and 3 MP for the next round. You know what? Let's go with the burst. Let's go with the burst. Hope for the best. Certainly was not expecting this twist in his ability to teleport like this and stay alive. Can we charge? We can. Let's try it. Sure, we don't swing, but at least we've got him tied down, so he's not going to chase after Argenta. Hopefully. End the turn there, see what happens. Buddy here's going to chase after Idira, I assume. Up over here. Yeah, you're going to swing at Abelard. Yikes. That actually hurt quite a bit. Got hit with Disturbed. The creature suffers a -10 penalty to willpower and fellowship checks for each level of this effect. We're hanging in there still, but that's a yikes. We could get into cover. Is there, like, high cover anywhere? Not really. Okay, if I creep up here, and I burst, I could try that. I could try a frag grenade as well. Can't hit that thing, unfortunately. Alright, who goes next? That guard up there. Can I eliminate him? Very close to it. If I creep up to here, might get him. Grenade would finish him off, but that seems kind of wasteful. I don't want to close the gap to do that. Let's pop shot on the run, get a single shot on him, see if that finishes him off. If not, we go for the burst follow-up, I guess. Could come all the way up to here, but we are exposed up that way if I do that. 46% chance to hit. Let's go for it. Let's go for it. Come on. Well, we got the hit. Didn't get the kill, though. And we're low on ammo as well, so gonna be a single shot once more. Go for it. Come on. Nice. At least he's dead. So we have an opportunity to heal Argenta, potentially. Keep her alive. We could pop War him as well. No reason not to. Pump our momentum. Secure military excellence. Actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and use that right away. It instantly reloads based on the description. And it should instantly give me access to our shots. And we're in a good position as well. So fire up there. Get the beautiful crit there. And hopefully a beautiful crit over here as well, though it'll be kind of wasted. He's so low on HP anyway. We're going to miss. Okay. Turn our attention down to Buddy here. 74% hit chance. Come on. Come on. One more. Let's go. Come on, come on, come on. Beauty. Absolutely beautiful. And that's our entire military excellence done. No burst fire to round it off at the end. They've changed how it works a little bit, but you know what? It's perfectly fine. And Argenta's turn there. This guy, what are you up to? Anything valuable? No. Very much no. Abelard's up. Do I pull you back to heal Argenta? Can't get there. We got this guard and the warden. Alright, can I charge and actually hit? Let's see. I come up here. Charge up there. Let's go for it. I won't be able to burst from there. We can take an attack of opportunity as well. Don't love that. But we should be able to use our medikit afterwards to keep ourselves alive. Good hit there. Medikit on ourselves. Let's go. Beautiful. And the turn there. Idira, you have more medikits as well. Argenta's looking okay. Yeah, Argenta's fine. Buddy here's dead. Can I hit? Can't hit you with this. But I can hit with this. I'll take it. Sure. Let's go ahead and use Forewarning on Buddy here. Bahadur, just to help with our dodge and parry. I think it's worthwhile. And let's see what Bahadur can do. Guess we just go in with the regular strike here. Three action points to reload and then get a single shot. That's not worth it. Let's go with the strike.
Suits my purposes.
And of course he's going to dodge. I shouldn't be surprised. I can't charge. We're too close to charge. Might as well reload. Damn it. Really hoping we get a dodge off there. That's okay. That's okay. End the turn there. He's going to get a strike in. Fair bit of damage output, but we're okay. Argenta, what to do with you? There's this unholy lens as well. If I come up to here, can I burst fire onto this? 0% hit chance. Are you for real? What about from a bit further back? Can't hit it. Come on. Alright, shot on the run to get a little bit closer. Better angle, maybe. I really should be able to finish this thing off. Yeah, that'll do the trick. Single shot to start things off, of course. And then we'll fire away. There's no point killing the guy if he's going to come back to life shortly thereafter, right? Good shot there. Burst fire. Let's make sure it won't hit any friends. Yeah, cool. It will stop right on this thing. So fire away. Finish it off. Dude, are you for real? God damn it. This enforcer is going to fire some shots, but he's going to dodge. No surprise. Abelard, what to do with you? Let's go ahead and creep up to here. Go ahead and charge. Seems like I can't. And charge from here. One step closer. That's, what, too close now? What about from here? I think an obstacle was blocking our way. Okay, let's try this. I don't think it's going to work. Nope. But let's go ahead and hit this in melee. Down it goes. Okay, excellent. And we got another stack of Disturbed as well, unfortunately. Let's go ahead and pop Endure. Might be in a bit of trouble over here with Bahador, but that's okay. It's not like he's going to perma-die. Adira, you're up. What do we want to do? This thing's still standing for some god-awful reason. Sure. Let's go ahead and move up to here and hit this thing with a Psychic Shriek. Might finish it off. Let's go for it. What else we got? Let's go. Good stuff. Worked out nicely. Can I pop this? You've already got it. Can't reach you, though. Can I have this stack multiple times? No. Alright, fair enough. It is what it is. Keep you there. Study enemies, I suppose. Might as well. And let's end the turn there. Bahador is up. I'm wondering if I should burst now. 35% hit chance. It does so little damage. Alright, let's go ahead and pop Forceful Strike. And let's go in with a strike. Come on, baby. 45% chance to hit. Good stuff. Bit of damage. Not amazing, but it's something. He's going to hit back, and we might actually die because of it. I could pop Daring Breach. Fighter immediately restores all action points and movement points. Gains an additional fighter's agility bonus in movement points. Not that that's going to come in handy. We also have no limit on melee weapon attacks. But that's pretty big, right? If I can get 4 more swings in. Now let's pop it. Daring Breach. Go ahead and swing. Beauty. Can I get another one? He parried. Alright, that's okay. That's okay. We got 2 more, right? Come on. Don't keep parrying like that. And last one. Let's go. God damn it. I should have just shot at him. Who would have thought he'd parry 3 in a row? Okay, Bardor's going to drop, unfortunately. Unless we manage, okay, to survive. Argenta, let's stay put, because we still have to get rid of this unholy lens. Go ahead and pop Shot on the Run just to get that free extra shot, right? No reason not to take advantage of that. Fire away, 100% hit chance. Gotta hit this one. Okay, I was a little scared when I saw the Tracer go by, but we're good. We're good, okay. That's your turn done. Can I? Yes, I can. 34% hit chance. Might as well try. Hopefully it won't scatter and hit somebody else. Damn it. That's alright. Argenta's done. Don't you dare get the kill. Alright. I'd be really upset if the Enforcer came in and stole our kill at the end there. Well, let's go ahead and charge in if we can. Creep up there, charge in. Not gonna work? That's fine. Move in. Get the swing in. Let's go. He's gonna parry. Don't love that. Pop Endure. Alright, flip to Idira, who can come up to here and use Psychic Shriek. Get a bit of damage in there. It's not a lot. What else are we going to do? Sure, Psychic Shriek, let's go for it. Hope for a crit, maybe. I'll take the damage, whatever I can cause. And then we can get Forewarning onto Abelard. No, unfortunately, he's too far away still. Expose weakness. Remove 1 stack of clue from the target to decrease its dodge, parry, and armor by not an insignificant amount. So you know what? Let's go for it. Let's go for it. Done. Hopefully that'll make hitting a little bit easier. Let's pop Forceful Strike once more. Let's get that melee hit. I mean, again, a single shot does not an insignificant amount of damage. But if it goes over, it'll hit Abelard instead. 90% hit chance. Oh, come on. Now again, he might still parry it. But what's life without risks, right? Let's go for it. Come on. Beautiful. Beautiful. I quite like how study enemies and stuff works now. It's a lot more easily, like, it's more comprehensible and more helpful, I think, at least. Either way, Yvain steps in now. Yvain approaches the body of his friend and remains silent for some time. Then, he looks at the quarry. His gaze is dark. Everything here must be purged with fire. Anne, what have you done? Curious indeed, just what exactly has he done here? I don't know if I should dabble. May I invite you aboard my ship, Yvain? I would like to continue our acquaintance. Might be a good idea. Or I must take my leave, and you must have your own duties to attend to. No, you know, I kind of want to keep a close eye on Yvain, and plus we're in Winterscale territory. It might be advantageous to have one of the heirs, distant as though he might be, but having him aboard my ship might offer us some protection. May I invite you aboard my ship, Yvain? I would like to continue our acquaintance. I thank you for the invitation and accept it gladly. I will arrive by my shuttle in a little while. If you'll excuse me, I would like to be alone for the time being. Yes, of course, Yvain. Couldn't help but notice that you didn't help fight that fight, even though your friend was clearly a heretic. Clearly a heretic. Take a look at this stuff up over here. Your eye is drawn to the shards of the enormous lens scattered around the broken device. At first, you are uncertain as to what troubles you, but suddenly, the realization hits you. The glass shimmers in a unique way, just the same way as the shards of the unknown broken object you found near Theodora von Valancius's desk. What's the matter, Lord Captain? Why are you so interested in... Abelard trails off when he notices what you're looking at. He instantly makes the connection. By the Imperium Saints, it cannot be. Idira bites her lip. I see it too. Whatever that thing in her study was, it was made from the same material as this junk. What? What? Abelard is at a loss for words. He takes a moment to collect himself, and all at once they start pouring out in a hasty sputter. It's a mistake, a libel of chaos, slander meant to blemish the good name of a person who is now dead and cannot even defend herself. First, those minions of chaos murdered Lord Captain Theodora, and now? This cannot be tolerated. It will not be tolerated. Come on now, Abelard. Remember what she was like. Idira's smile betrays her grief, but at the same time is strangely knowing. Brazen, assertive. It was like her entire life was a race against fate, until fate caught up with her in the end. She would have gone head first into a black hole if she had thought it would put her even one step ahead of everyone else out in the expanse. If we could just find out what she was keeping in her desk, and why she went to get it during the attack. Sister Argenta's beautiful face is full of grief. How bitter it is to know that you were born from bad blood, but do not empower this knowledge to drag you into darkness. Ooh, failed a perception check. Did I fail a perception check, or did Argenta fail a perception check? Now this is interesting, because in the alpha, I talked about individual checks versus group checks, and I'm not sure what's happening here. The sister's words ring with genuine, sincere sorrow, and hope that you will not follow in Theodora's footsteps. Clearly, it's me failing to perceive something, like me as in Bahardor, failing to perceive something. Interesting. What's on your mind, Argenta? Life must be so easy for you sanctimonious preachers. A dubious trinket, and you no longer see a person. You see bad blood, an annoying hindrance. There is enough venom in Idira's voice to poison an entire regiment. Argenta recoils, but the next moment her dark eyes ignite with fury. How dare you admonish me? We are speaking of abetting chaos. A person who has tainted themselves thus can never justify their actions. Yes, chaos schmaosh. Except, dear friend, I seem to remember you waddling behind Theodora like a baby duck does its mother. You didn't leave her side for even a moment while you were aboard the ship. She rescued you, aided you, and your adoration wilted the moment you heard an accusation sullying her memory. You weren't surprised or upset. You just gave up on her and moved on. I like this back and forth a lot. We didn't see this relationship in the alpha, like in the second act of the game. So much foundational stuff happens in these opening acts. This is wonderful, wonderful depth to the characters. I'm going to walk away from the device, because clearly it's causing some friction. But that is interesting. Theodora was probably not all that clean. Warden Casteglia, what have you dropped for me? Well, this isn't all from him, but what do we got here? We've got some axes. They all look like regular axes, fair enough. We've got Carapace chestplate. Less armor than the flak chestplate, but it gives extra dodge against grenades, fair enough. We've got another flak chestplate as well. These are all flak chestplates, I assume. Yep. A bunch of knives, fair enough. And a couple of las guns that I don't think I'm interested in. Yeah, I don't think so. We've got what here? A precise las pistol. Might want to check that out. And a noble sword. Definitely want to check that out. Does slightly more damage than my weighty axe. Does significantly less penetration, though. Plus 3 damage. Plus 1 AP cost. Plus 1 AP cost. Doesn't look like it. Strike is still 1 AP. Slash is still 2 AP. Chance to inflict disturbed effect for 2 rounds. That sounds horribly heretical. That sounds horribly heretical. Let's go ahead and keep the las pistol and the noble sword. Just as a trophy, if nothing else. We'll consider its use, perhaps. But this sounds good to me. Take a look at our inventory really quickly, because I believe somebody here could potentially use our new pistol there. Can I... Sorry, press the wrong shortcut key there. Scrappy auto pistol versus the precise las pistol. What about your stub revolver versus this? Ooh, I like how they updated this as well. You can see both of the possible equipment slots you'd be changing. You know what? The precise las pistol does a lot less work. So let's look at you. And let's get that popped in there. And let's move on. No reason to stay on that screen any longer. Let's go ahead and get everyone selected and explore some of these happenings. The crippled man's appearance is ghastly, and yet it is evident he was being cared for after his mutilation. I'm sorry, he's a pile of bones. What do you mean he appears ghastly? Dude's literally dead. Look at all these miniature versions of the big scopes, though. Like, are these medical devices? Are they approved? Because I don't think so. The mutilated man doesn't stir, bound in his shackles. The plaque near his head reads, Most Holy Prophet and Optimate Atishan. Oh, that's the guy whose diary we've been reading. Poor guy. When was the game expecting me to engage with all these? Is there a possible alternate reality where we were able to leave this situation peacefully and these guys didn't die? I don't know. But there's a lore of warp check over here. Hopefully we'll succeed this one. Come on through, Adira. Failed. Your skin crawls as you approach this place. However, there does not appear to be anything of note. Come on. Somebody else come in and figure this out for me. Nope. Somebody else, come on. Want to know what's going on here. Not even Argenta. What about myself? Nothing. Anybody? No luck. Alright, fair enough. We tried. We tried. Couple of old wounds over here. That's fine. Curious what happens when we actually hit 5 stacks. But with this done, let's open that door and check out some of those goods and leave, I guess. Not much else to do over here. Just got to return to our ship. Seems to be the case. What's interesting is that even though this is it was a side quest, really, we didn't have to come here at all. We came here, and it's something that's tied to our main storyline. And this is something we saw quite a bit of in the alpha as well, and I quite like it, where this is, again, it's something you could completely ignore, but then you would miss some supplementary information. This glass furnace was used to melt the extracted sand into glass. Gotcha. This accursed glass. Alright, back to the main level, and back to our ship, I think. We're good to go. Everything here is done. Yeah. Use our newly minted bridge to return to... What was that? Dira's acting real funky right now. Teleporting all over the place is just a glitch. Talk to the pilot over here real quick. Give her an update, I suppose. Or not. Farewell. Over to our ship. And let's see if Yvain comes with us. Left behind an axe. Sure, we'll take it. No reason not to. But yes, let's go back to our ship. And I think I missed a new button there that might have taken us to the Coronis Expanse map. No. Then it would show up again when we're trying to return to the ship. That doesn't make any sense. And I do believe returning to the ship does take us directly to the map. Yes. So that's Raikadi Philia taken care of. There's Urak 5. There's Raikad Minoris. There's also an unidentified void ship. In the interest of potentially seeing space combat and how it's changed, let's dive into that. Curious as to why we have to return to the sun with every movement order. Hopefully it doesn't stay that way. But here we are. What do we have here? The box crackles to life and Chief Helmsman Ravor addresses you. Here's the thing, Lord Captain. It is not very obvious, but there is a void ship sitting in the local asteroid field. It sure is quiet, as if it huddled in there on purpose. It's not like I'm surprised. The thing is more a piece of junk than a ship at this point. Somebody sure went to town on that thing. We're registering critical damage to the hull and depressurization of several compartments. Oh, there's an incoming transmission now, too. Hear us! The Vox transmission hisses and abruptly cuts to static. Do not need help. Beat. Do not need help. Copy. The Vox relays a different voice. Keep following. They will pass us by, won't they? Or protects. Lord Captain, I'm told our augurs cannot determine the allegiance of this vessel. To sum everything up, there is an unidentified and badly damaged vessel within an asteroid field near Raikadi Philia colony that is refusing help, which, not to put too fine a point to it, has not been offered to them yet. Ravor, can we establish communication? Let the vessel identify itself. Aye, Lord Captain. The connection is established. Unknown vessel. We are receiving you. Identify yourselves. I repeat, identify yourselves. For a brief moment, the Vox only hisses and snaps, and then several voices at once start shouting over one another. Do not tell! Tell him! We're done for! This is Thunderfang. We are, one of the voices falters uncertainly and is replaced by another. A merchant vessel. Do you copy? We are a private merchant vessel. A merchant vessel. Of course they are. Damn my stupid head. Where did I hear this name before? Thunderfang. Well, there's a mistake here. I assume this is either me thinking this myself or somebody else saying this out loud. I'm not sure. But have we got any data about the damage to the ship? We can't identify you. We could fire. Or we could investigate. Thunderfang, why cannot we identify you? You can make out the hoarse and furious whispering even over the crackling of the static. Why? I do not know. What if... Certainly not. Okay. The whispering dies and a clear, youthful voice cuts through the static. Our vessel is badly damaged. Damage is preventing the correct identification. We assure you. Full merchant vessel. Stormfang does not require aid. We need to check this out. We need to check this out. I'm tempted to open fire, but I think this is worth investigating, in case there's something more worrisome afoot. Keep following the old course. Oh, my old course was to investigate them, not to go past them. So I guess we can't actually board them or anything. Main caliber deck, on my order. Aim weapon, target Thunderfang. Your Lordship, please retrain your anger. The void ship has a spacious hold. Perhaps they would be willing to establish trade relations. Let us at least find out who they are before you smite them with your righteous fury. Fine, Danrock, have it your way. Main caliber deck, belay the order. I want to know who they are. May the God Emperor bless your wisdom. Ravor, have we got any data about the damage to this ship? The telemetry shows multiple hull breaches, most likely caused by a combat ship's guns. Several compartments are leaking air. The bridge has been almost completely obliterated. 2 of the engines are critically damaged. Somebody gave them a thrashing so solid they barely managed to limp away. Thunderfang, your vessel is badly damaged. What happened to you? The Vox responds by bursting into a cacophony of sounds, words, and emotions. Someone is chuckling bitterly. Someone is swearing in foul language, and someone is hissing, furiously demanding that the others shut up. You manage to make out little from all this noise. We were just flying, minding our own business. Straight out of the blue and open fire. Miracle we could get away. Emperor protected. And then more fire. Who? Void only knows. Roasted our tail, bombed everything. Our folks are left without our help. We never got to them. Thunderfang, now stop playing games and explain again what you forgot in the area. And this time tell us the truth. And why don't they need our help? Happy now? What have you done? Fool? It's too late now. Someone's calling someone a fool. The Vox channel is again filled with the angry whispering of several voices. No, we're being duped here. Come on. The whispers and static are drowned out by a clear and slightly frightened voice. Do you copy? We are from the Fellow of the Void, but we did not come here to loot. On a different business, to help our own out of jail. Do not hurt, please. We already had our Kronos cleaned. How about striking a deal? Our hold is full of plunder. I mean goods. Yeah, pirates. Just so you know, Lord Captain, the Fellowship of the Void is a ragtag gathering of several dozen pirate teams in the Coronis Expanse. They consider themselves above regular heretics solely because they sometimes have Vox conversations with those whom they are about to board. Had it been up to me, I would make them eat a salvo from the macro cannons to shake the scum out of the decks. They sure deserve it. I think I agree. The honeyed voice of the high factotum interrupts the translation with a polite cough. I would wait on destroying the vessel if I were you. Although the moral aspects of their livelihood do cause some awkward questions, the Fellowship of the Void remains a major supplier of goods to the local market. Perhaps you will find dealing with them acceptable, especially when the warp jumps are not available. I don't know. No. Again, these are the same people that we didn't want to build a relationship with because we were fairly convinced that they deal in Xenotech, right? So, I'm not interested. High factotum, Yanris Danrock. Main caliber deck, on my order, aim weapon, target Thunderfang. Your Lordship, I beg forgiveness for my impertinence, but let me remind you once again, we are locked in the system, without the ability to translocate anywhere else for now. Be reasonable. Do you really want to get rid of a trading partner with your own hands? And remember, the Fellowship of the Void is very likely to learn of what is about to transpire. Main caliber deck, fire. The main caliber deck is reporting a successful salvo. The augurs are reporting a successful hit. We do not register any survivors. Death to the pirate scum. Glory to the Von Valancius dynasty. It's in Winterscale territory. They can deal with the repercussions. Let's head on over to EP05 first before we dive into Ryked Minoris, because that's where we need to go. So let's explore everything else first. But in comes the Voxmaster. Lord Captain, sorry to disturb you. Vigdis pauses as if listening to something. There's some pandemonium outside the bridge gate. One of the officers seems to be demanding an audience with you in person. I think I hear Master Warsarian's voice. In any case, I wanted to warn you in advance. What do we have here? Someone's causing a ruckus, I suppose. Looks like the game's loading up something fierce. Here we go. The everyday sounds of the bridge are disrupted by voices raised in anger. Abelard's voice is the loudest of all. This is not the conduct of an officer. These are the antics of a high-born brat out on a lark. Explain yourself, Lieutenant. The young woman standing before Abelard strives with all her might not to quail under the onslaught of her superior's anger. She falters, but then manages to look him in the eye and say, I apologize, sir, but I must speak to the Lord Captain. Very well, Lieutenant. You may address the Lord Captain, not least because I see you have already seen fit to disturb him. Your unauthorized appearance on the bridge and display of belligerence toward a higher-ranking officer will be logged on your personal file without delay. Lord Captain, Lieutenant Avril Vent, requesting permission to speak. Vent falls silent, and then adds rashly, on a matter of extreme importance and urgency. Now, this is a story beat that I think I recall from the Alpha, so we saw it happen sometime in the second act, if this is the same thing as what that was. But now it's been transposed to the first act, which is interesting. It means things will be different even in the second act. When we eventually play through it again, things will be moved around, shifted around, completely new. That's good. That's promising. That's very promising. Also makes it more tempting to stretch this beta playthrough out at least a little bit further, because if things are going to change up, I don't know, major story beats won't change. It's not like we're going to, avoid having an engagement or an interaction with Tzeentch's followers early on. That's a main story beat. I can't imagine that'll change, but small things. Anyway, I can say I'll listen to what you have to say. I can say you may speak, but I want to hear a report, not a shouting match. I think a little bit of, what's it called? Finger wagging is called for here. Or I could say I will not tolerate this kind of conduct on my ship. Assign them the appropriate punishment. No, let them speak, let them speak. Again, I'm not a stupid commissar, or I wasn't at least. You may speak, but I want to hear a report, not a shouting match. Having two officers bickering in full view of the bridge is unacceptable. I am sorry, Lord Captain. I thought that drastic times called for drastic measures. Bent exclaims hotly. This matter cannot wait. Any minute now, an assault unit will be dispatched to the lower decks on orders to crush the workers' strike by any means necessary. But I am convinced that this step is unwarranted, and that the crisis itself was provoked by the actions of one of the senior officers. Vent is almost trembling with tension as she delivers her speech, her face extremely pale. Abelard, in no hurry to intervene, lets out a skeptical huff. Lord Captain, I urge you to investigate the actions of Seneschal Worsarian, and to intervene in what's happening on the lower decks, because very soon we will have a mutiny or a massacre on our hands. Vent reels off the last words as though she knows them by heart. She has clearly been preparing to say them for some time. When she is finished, she casts an anxious glance at Abelard, then at you. There is an insurrection in the making aboard my ship, and no one has informed me? I would not deem it a problem worthy of the rogue trader's attention. The lower decks, as it so happens, are in revolt. 30-some years ago, we even had a revolutionary leader rise up who dared establish workers' rule across the entire ship. It took a month to restore order, but even 8 years later, we were still battling rumors that the hero had survived his execution and was on the verge of gathering people to fight against tyranny once more. Abelard scoffs. Needless to say, the rumors were baseless. As for the current situation, we have sufficient enforcers to deal with it. But on this ship, the word of the Lord Captain carries more weight than a salvo from 100 bolters. I'm sure that if the rogue trader addresses the malcontents directly, he will quell the unrest. I dread to think what problem you will disturb the rogue trader with next. Perhaps you will ask the Lord Captain to break up brawls in the mess room. I have already given you the means to resolve this problem. You simply need to use them. If I may, your lordship, sending a hit squad to crush the rebellion is a means of ignoring the problem, not solving it. Well, how did all this start? The situation could boil over at any minute, so I'll give you the condensed version. It all began when the enforcers found a cultist amulet on the body of someone who'd been killed in a drunken brawl. We reported it up the chain immediately, arranged for a cleansing rite to be performed, and opened an investigation. No pirates have been found alive, but the search has brought tensions between enforcers and workers to a head. Okay, so now you're talking about corruption, so there is something that needs cleansing. Where does Seneschal Worsarian come into all this? I shall explain, Abelard intones grimly. I beg you to hurry. Time is running out. I will not hurry. Since my competence is under scrutiny, I shall speak for as long as I see fit. There is an established order to the way things are done on this ship, and one of the pillars of that system is that the rogue trader's attention is not distracted by trivial matters. It is the Seneschal's role to ensure that. I have always handled internal problems myself, so, of course, when I received information about pirates hiding on the lower decks, I took the matter in hand. So long as I live, not one of the vermin who murdered Theodora von Valancius will find refuge on her ship. You are far too heavy-handed, Seneschal Worsarian. Arrests, interrogations, mass punishments for entire sectors, it has driven the people to the brink, Vent says bitterly. Now there is a strike on the lower decks. In Depot 4, to be precise. 3 worker clans are involved, but many more are passively supporting them. The situation could degenerate... I was like, I want to read that as degenerate. The situation could degenerate into an all-out insurrection, but when I reported my concerns, the only response I received was an order to dispatch an assault unit and crush the strike with maximum force. Yes, I don't think there's any better way to deal with such degenerates. If they're going to rub shoulders with heretics, those who were potentially responsible for the death of our former Lord Captain, I think they need to be dealt with quite harshly. What is Depot 4? Depot 4 is one of the poorest sectors on the lower decks. It is home to clans of general laborers. They're not as valuable to the ship as the families who have served its specialized systems for generations. They are an easily replaceable resource, and one which is now more besides giving succor to pirates and minions of the arch-enemy. Depot 4 is poor and troubled, but at worst that means drunken fights and illegal rotgut brewing. We have handled the workers of Depot 4 in the past. We would have done so again if the crackdown on Depot 4 hadn't been so harsh. And another important point to bear in mind, the problem is not limited to this sector. It is located on one of the most populated lower decks, and everything that happens there has a knock-on effect on all the neighboring sectors. Abelard, what do you have to say to all this? I see no need to add anything. I acted within the remit of my authority, guided exclusively by the best interests of your protectorate and your personal safety. If you wish to confirm the rectitude of my actions for yourself, I have no objections. For my part, I urge the Lord Captain to go down to the lower decks, stop the assault unit, and speak directly to the people. You will see that they are not lying or harboring pirates. That way, you will stop the uprising before it begins. I mean, look, I only just became the Lord Captain. I believe in the order of things. There is a hierarchy that needs to be followed. Again, I used to be a soldier, right? Considering my character's background. And so the chain of command is extremely important. I might stand above Abelard in that chain, but the chain only works if each link is able to do its best at its task. So Abelard, this is your task. This is the judgment you've passed. So I'm certain the Seneschal was acting within his authority. And, oh no, I won't even verify the soundness of the decision. No. This matter is not worth the rogue trader's time. Leave the bridge, and don't ever disturb me again. Abelard's absolutely right. Also, I'm concerned that these are heretics, and I might be getting set up. Now, in my future run, where I'm playing a more open-minded and lackadaisical rogue trader, I might be willing to have this conversation. But here, now, no, not a chance. And I believe that's consistent with what we did in the Alpha. Wait, but... Enough, Lieutenant. You know where the exit is. You and I will discuss the brewing rebellion, as well as your egregious breach of protocol here today. So we've failed this task because we didn't deal with it, so to speak. I don't know, I still feel like saying it's a failed task is a little unfair. We discussed this previously in the comments of the Alpha, but it just like... I wouldn't call it failed, it was just solved differently. Saying that it was failed implies that there is one correct way to approach this side quest, or whatever you want to call it, and that doesn't feel so open-ended. I would say I succeeded this quest, and I handle it a certain way, and the consequences might be negative, but it doesn't mean I failed the quest. You know what I mean? Anyway, that's just my 2 cents. I would like to see that changed, because again, as somebody who plays a lot of tabletop RPGs and stuff, that open-endedness is something that appeals to me greatly. But here it feels like, you know, kind of hampered by calling that a failed quest. That's just my 2 cents at least. But back to the map we go, and over perhaps to Urac 5? Or we could just head straight to Ryket Minoris and make a move there. We have to go to both of these spots. I think one is going to have the Navis Nobilite, where we're going to get our new navigator, and one is going to have, well, the actual people we need to talk to with regards to, well, our Ingenseer and the, well, the local authorities, right, as far as the system's concerned. But folks, that might have to wait until either next time, if there is one, or the final run of the game, when I eventually hopefully have early access to the, that final build. I've enjoyed this beta thoroughly. I know it's going to be great fun because the alpha of this game was better than some like AAA titles that release these days. And now the beta is just improvements on top of that. Again, I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments, folks. Let me know if you would like to see this stretched out a little bit. Maybe we do 2, 3, 4 more episodes, maybe 5 more episodes, a nice round 10 episode miniseries. But again, I don't want to make any promises. Truth be told, chances are we're not going to do that, because I don't want to spoil too many story beats. I don't want to ruin the element of surprise. Moments like that fight we just had in the quarry, where I killed the enemy, well, I forget his name now, but I killed him, and then he, you know, came back alive because of those little lenses that we didn't destroy first. The next time I play the game, I can only pretend so much not to know that that's how it's going to work. And so it really directly impacts the decisions I make. And if I was just playing for myself, that's one thing. But because I'm doing a series and we do this whole storytelling thing, I feel like those elements and those moments of surprise are especially important, which is why I want to preserve, let's call it the sanctity of that, fresh run. Again, though, let me know what you think. Folks, I hope you enjoyed this mini-series. Again, I might continue, even if it does, it'll be in July, so a bit of a hiatus either way. If you have any thoughts, share them in the comments down below. And of course, as always, a massive thanks goes out to all of the channel members and patrons who've been supporting the channel on a monthly basis. Y'all keep us alive and running smoothly. And of course, a big old thanks goes out to each and every one of you for watching. Until next time, cheers.